Hello everyone, welcome to our second part of the topic, that is classification of phanerogamic plant parasites. In first part we discussed the total information about total stem parasite, that is dodder. In that we discuss about the partial stem parasite, that is called as the Loranthus, which is partially dependent on the other plants for the food material and water. So regarding Loranthus, so Loranthus is a name of weed, or scientifically it is also called as an mistletoe or benda or dendrophthori. So the brief introduction of that mistletoe, it is the angiospermic semi-parasitic plants of the fruit and forestry. In our country, mostly the mango crop is mostly affected by the such a weed that is called as an the Loranthus. It is mostly found on the mango tree on the stem for their food materials. So regarding the basic information, stay appears or that parasite found on the tree as a dense cluster of the twig. So as we know that it is observed in the dense cluster or on the twigs or on the stem, they are appeared as a bunch. So that why it is called as a dense cluster or bunch or group of that such a plants or weeds is offered on the stem, and it bears the smooth green leaves and tubular flowers. It having a smooth green leaves with the tubular flowers. Okay. Next one, it has no root system as they are partial stem parasite. So they do not bear any good root system. But instead of root, they develop the hostoria. As we know that hostoria is nothing but the organ that absorb the water and food material from the stem or from the roots. So instead of root, they having a hostoria. They comes in contact with the vascular tissue. That means in stem, inside the stem, as we know that xylem and phloem, that is xylem and phloem is called as a vascular tissue. So the function of that xylem and phloem is water and food conducting for conduction. So that hostoria enters the stem and they absorb the water and food material which is flow from the xylem and phloem. Due to that, height of the plant is stunted or plant shows the symptoms. The next one is here, the this is about the leaves, here leaves, fruits of the Loranthus, or it is called as a mistletoe, that is partial stem parasite. Next, this is the seed of Loranthus. This is the seeds of Loranthus. They entirely attack on the stem. And they are appears in the bunch. Okay. Yeah. The next one, overwintering or the dissemination. प्रसार कसा होतो? ह्या लोरॅन्थस नावाचं जे गवत आहे किंवा पॅरासाइटिक प्लांट आहे, ह्याचा प्रसार कसा होतो? So as we know that here the seeds which is present on the stem, so when that dissemination of such a seeds of Loranthus, they are yellow, they are transmitted by the birds. Okay, if the bird visited to the such a plants, so birds, they take the seeds in their mouth part, and such a birds when they visited to the healthy plants, so in such a way that seeds of Loranthus is transported from the infected plant to the healthy plant. So the dissemination म्हणजे प्रसार जो आहे तो प्रसार कशामार्फत होतो? पक्ष्यांमार्फत मोस्टली प्रसार ह्या मिस्टलटोच्या सीडचा होतो. बिकॉज हियर नेक्स्ट द सिम्पटम्स ऑफ द होस्ट प्लांट. सिम्पटम्स आत्ताच आपण बघितलं. जर लोरॅन्थस नावाचा जर अटॅक ह्या प्लांटवरती झाला तर सिम्पटम कुठले दिसतात? सो द हाईट ऑफ द प्लांट इज स्टंटेड. झाडाची वाढ ही काय होते? कमी होते. ओके. नेक्स्ट here the height of the plant is stunted. Next one, it reduces the size of the leaves. Unhealthy green color, that is green color is transferred into the yellow one due to the attack of hostoria. Next one, flowering and fruiting may be hampered. Next, when the infestation of the seeds of Loranthus takes place, so tumor-like structure is observed on the stem, and the quality and yield of the fruit is also reduced. So this is the symptoms of the Loranthus. Then how we have to control? Simply we have to remove the infected part of the plant from the vessel of the infection. or second is mostly the copper use of or injection of copper sulfate sodium 25% or 2,4-D at a rate of 0.3 to 0.4% that are infected or injected into the branches, affected branches. They are having effective control. So this is a very important for the control of that Loranthus. Then regarding systemic position, the class Dicotyledon, order of that Loranthus is Solanelles or Santalales. Family, they belongs to Loranthaceae. Genus of that Loranthus is Loranthus or Dendropteri, and species is Loranthus species or Dendropteri falcata. Next, we discuss about the total root parasite, that is those plant or the root plants or the grass is completely depends on the roots for their nutrition. Okay, in that first grass or first plant is broom rape, that completely depend on the roots of the different plants. For example, they completely or totally depends on the roots of tobacco, mustard, tomato, cabbage, cauliflower, turnip, etc. Then regarding the brief introduction of broom rape, how it looks. So it is a stout, that is short, thick, then that fleshy stem, the stem of such a broom rape plant near about 10 to 15 inches long. Okay, here the 10 to 15 inches long, the stem of such a broom rape here. Next one is the stem is pale yellow or brownish red in color. So stem is pale yellow or brownish in color. Here the pale yellow stem is there or brownish colored stem is also there. So there are two types of the stem is there. Pale yellow and brownish colored stem is commonly found. Next one, here the flowers, they are appears in the axil of the leaves and they are white and tubular. So as we know that here the flowers, they are white and tubular shape, white and tubular, and they are appeared at the axil of the leaves. Okay, then the seeds of that broom rape, they are very small and which is black in color, just like the soil. As we know that the seeds of that broom rape are very tiny and the small. The seeds of that broom rape is look like just like an soil, the particle of the soil or soil particles. Okay, and they remain viable or survive in the soil for years or say for the 5 to 6 years also. Next one is there, this is about the broom rape. Here as we know that this is your host plant, हे तुमचं प्लांट आहे. ह्या होस्ट प्लांटला रूटवरती अटॅक झालेला आहे. तो रूटवरती कशाचा अटॅक झालेला आहे तुमचा, ह्या ब्रूम रेपचा. तर ह्या ब्रूम रेपचा अटॅक झाल्यामुळं टोटली अटॅक झाल्यामुळं काय झालं, हाईट ऑफ दॅट प्लांट इज कम्प्लिटली रिड्यूस and the nutrient from the roots and the food material from the root is completely absorbed by the broom rape that produces the hostoria. So this is the infected portion, or this is called as an Orobanchi, here Orobanchi or broom rape. Here structure whitish flowers here, and here the picture that indicates the symptoms that produces on the host plant due to the infection of broom rape. Then regarding overwintering and dissemination or प्रसार हा ब्रूम रेपचा कसा होतो किंवा कसकोटाचा कसा होतो, इट इज कॅरिड आउट ड्यू टू द रेन, वॉटर अँड बर्ड्स इवन अँड द ॲनिमल्स. म्हणजे रेन, वॉटर अँड बर्ड्स किंवा ॲनिमल्समुळं अशा जे सीड, जे काळ्या कलरचं किंवा ब्लॅक कलरचे सीड्स आहे, द सीड, सो ब्लॅक कलर द सीड्स ऑफ ब्रूम रेप इज ट्रान्सफर्ड फ्रॉम वन प्लेस टू अनदर प्लेस or from infected field to healthy field by the rain, water, birds and animals. Because the seeds of that broom rape is very small, and due to that, that seeds get transferred through the irrigation water, through the animals or through the rain from one field to another field. Here. Then as we know that how the infestation or what is the exact mechanism of that, how that broom rape its attack on the root. Suppose this is roots, this is your main plant. Here there is attack of broom rape, or the seeds of broom rape, they appear on the roots of the infected plant. So what happens, the broom rape produces the hostoria. So that hostoria absorb the nutrient and water from the roots, as we see in that picture. here there is attack of broom rape. So they absorb the total nutrients and water from the roots of host plant, and due to that the height of the host plant is completely reduced. So what is the symptoms after the infection of broom rape to the host plant? So growth, as we know that growth is stunted, malnutrition, that is freshness of the plant is completely reduced, darkness of the host, that is the main plant, it becomes short or height of the plant is less. Then flowering and fruiting is also reduced. Sometimes host plant is completely die if the infestation is severe. Next, regarding systematic position, class of broom rape that belongs to Dicotyledon, order Orchidales, family Orobunchi, genus Orobunchi, and species Orobunchi ramosa. This is the taxonomic classification of each and every phanerogamic parasite like Dodder, Cuscuta, Loranthus, okay, etc. Striga. Then regarding control measure, we prevent the introduction of seeds into new area. We can't use or we can't spread the seeds because the seeds of that orobunch is very small. So to avoid such a infected seeds into healthy seeds, then out of that, here we do the long crop rotation with the non-host crop. Then we follow the frequent weeding and removal of broom rape before they produce the new seeds, because once the seeds is produced, so it is very difficult to destroy. So it is very important to remove the such a plant of broom rape or Cuscuta, broom rape. Next, spraying if the infestation is severe. So spraying the soil with the 25% copper sulfate solution, it is found to be effective. So this is about the control measure of the Cuscuta or total root parasite. Then last parasite, that is called as the witchweed or Striga. Striga having the common name, that is witchweed, or it is also called as the that Striga is also called as a partial root parasite, because Striga is a name of weed. They partially dependent on the roots to meet their requirement of the food and water on the other host plant. So if the infestation is occurred, so infestation to the host plant is occurred by this Striga, so the main crop is affected and they lost the yield from 0% to 100%. So that is very important species of that, or very important that weed, that is called as Striga. So it is called as regarding brief information, Striga is semi-root parasite or partial root parasite of the, they partially depend on the roots of different crops like sorghum, different millets, then rice, sugarcane, some cowpeas, sweet potato, and legume plants also. Okay. Then regarding the brief information about that Striga, so it is parasite, it is a small plant and 15 to 30 centimeter tall with bright green and slightly hairy stem and leaves. Okay, so this is about the Striga. This is a weed of Striga. This is having the small 10 to 15 centimeter in height. They produces a different kind of the flowers and fruits mostly. Okay, so flowers, they are mostly red in color. Sometimes they produces white in color flowers. Okay, they possesses the green color, or they possesses chlorophyll. Due to that, the leaves of Striga seeds or leaves of that Striga plant, it becomes green. Okay, next one is that plants or Striga, they develop in cluster around the stem of the host or around the root of the host. As we know that around this is your main host or main plant, around that there is a development of Striga weed around that. Okay, this is the main plant, and around that there is a development of Striga plant. Okay, next one, that parasite stem appears branched, leaves are narrow, long, and opposite pairs, as we discussed already. Then flowers are small, usually brick red or scarlet, as we already discussed. Next one, the flowers appear just above the leaf attachment to the stem and produced throughout the season. And most of the important thing is they produces the seeds, which is very tiny, black in color, just like the black soil, just like the black soil particles. So it is very difficult to identify which is soil and which is the seed of striga or Orbanchi also. Then regarding dissemination or regarding overwintering, so dormancy period of the seeds of striga is very high. That is, the seeds of striga remain dormant in the soil up to 15 to 18 months. 15 ते 18 महिने स्ट्रायगाचे जे सीड आहेत ते मातीमध्ये विना अन्न पाण्याचे जसेच्या तसे राहू शकतात, बरोबर. सो इट इज कॉल्ड एज अन डॉर्मन्सी पिरियड, सुप्त अवस्था. द शॉर्ट डिस्टन्स डिसेमिनेशन ऑफ द पॅरासाइटिस टेक्स प्लेस बाय द सीड्स थ्रू दी रेन अँड इरिगेशन वॉटर. म्हणजे शॉर्ट डिसेमिनेशन जर सीड्सचं झालं असेल तर ते कशामार्फत होतं, एक तर पावसामार्फत किंवा इरिगेशन वॉटरमार्फत. आणि जर लॉंग डिस्ट्रीब्युशन जर व्हायचं असेल तर ते कशामार्फत होतं, ह्या सीड्सचं फ्लड्स अँड स्ट्रॉंग विंड्स दॅट हेल्प फॉर द लॉंग डिसेमिनेशन ऑफ सीड्स ऑफ स्ट्रायगा. देन द सीड्स ऑफ स्ट्रायगा इज ऑल्सो ट्रान्सफर्ड through the implements which are comes in contact with the seeds of striga, implements and tools. Okay, so this is a pictures that shows the incidence of that striga which is clustered at the one bunch or it having a bunch of that striga around the main host or main plants. Okay, here this striga and here main plants. Okay, so here the striga and these are the main plants. Then next one is symptoms. If the striga attack on the seeds, so what kind of symptoms is observed? So height of the plant is stunted, sometimes wilting is occurred. That is, wilting means what? पूर्णपणे प्लांट मरून जातं. Then the leaves turns to yellowish or death may be followed due to that symptoms. If such plants are heavily parasitized, so infected roots bears a large number of witchweed Hostoria which are attached to the roots and feed on it. Okay, so this is one of the important things that indicates the symptoms. That is a bunch of striga which is surrounding to the stem, and if you pulled out the plants, so on the stem the growth of striga plant takes place that absorb the nutrient and water. That is as we know that striga during their growth it produces Hostoria organ, and that Hostoria is nothing but sucking organ. They absorb or they suck the water and food material from the roots. So due to that the height of the plant is stunted because the water and food requirement is not fulfilled by the main host plant. Then regarding control measure, so we control mostly, as we know that striga is a weed. So for complete removal we use the weedicide such as a 2,4-D, or field should be kept clean from the weed host plant. The next one, weeding and intercultural operations be successful only when parasitized in early stages of the parasitic growth, because before the infection to the host plant we need to remove or we remove completely the striga plant, or we remove the striga plant before the flowering and fruiting. Next one, we have to do the soil drenching with the 2 to 3% copper sulfate solution up to the depth of 10 to 15 centimeter can be done to control the witchweed. Okay, so soil drenching means what? Suppose this is your soil, or this is your plant, and this is your soil drenching means what? We have to dug out the small pit around the root zone, and we have to apply the solution, that is copper sulfate, around the root zone, so that what happens, that copper sulfate enters inside the soil, and the seeds which is present in the soil of striga, so what happens, that seeds whatever the striga seeds is present, that striga seeds is completely destroyed due to the copper sulfate solution. Then instead, if copper sulfate is not available, so we can do the soil fumigation with methyl bromide. So as we know that methyl bromide is soil fumigant, it creates the fumes when we apply to the soil. Just so that we apply the methyl bromide fumigant at a rate of 0.01%. It is effective against the striga, or control of that striga. So this is about the total description of the phanerogamic classification of phanerogamic plant parasite. So in that topic, in second part of that topic, we discuss about the total information about the partial stem parasite, that is Loranthus, then total root parasite, that is Orobanchi or Cuscuta, and last one the partial stem parasite, that is Striga. So if you have any difficulty regarding that topic, so you can ask me. Thank you.